today and waking up. It's 11:30. Should have been up at like 7, but oh well, I needed the rest. But yeah, today got like 5 meetings. Got one at 1 p.m. So I'm gonna go have something to eat now, get ready, and then hop on some meetings, and then hopefully it goes well. So yeah, that was a flop.
It's your world. Let's visit it. I've got another one. So here's the thing, yeah? Look at a country, a nation, United States, United Kingdom, look how much billions of pounds of dollars they invest in their armory, in the trucks, yeah, in the soldiers, in the tanks, in the jets, yeah. Billions of pounds being spent. All to be able to defend their country. Now you are your own country. How much are you spending to be able to defend yourself? Are you combat ready?
And so when I talk about making more money, I'm not saying that for any level of like vanity or materialism. I'm talking about that in a sense of like safety, power, resources to protect and provide for your loved ones. This should be so like motivational, so inspirational for you to think, I am a man. This has been the goal of men through all of humanity. Men have wanted to accumulate resources to protect their loved ones. I think the pursuit of wealth is done wrong for the majority of people, and that's why it seems like
I'm a bitch, and I'm aware of that right now. The Metamorphosis of Man is an idea that came to mind through a multitude of factors. Firstly, watching progress stories such as Imam Gadzi and other people documenting their lives, and documentation is a powerful thing because looking back at something through retrospect and hindsight shows a lot of clarity into the progress you attain, and also how drastic changes in life can be if you put in the work, and the difference in self-improvement really. Lately there's been a split. So there's a split of people, a divide between men. You're either a caterpillar or a butterfly. Now, some caterpillars undergo metamorphosis only to become a better caterpillar, but some caterpillars undergo metamorphosis to become a butterfly. And butterflies can roam free, abide by no rules, offer freedom to themselves. They can explore the world, they can fly freely. Right now I'm a fucking caterpillar. I can openly admit I'm a bit of a degenerate, a lot of the time more than just a bit. When I was 17, 18 years old, I had all of these ideas and things I could have set up, foundations I could have built, and by now I'd probably be very successful and very proud of myself. But I fucking didn't. I'm lazy, I have lazy tendencies. And I never really instilled the discipline to underroot and keep me going when motivation wasn't there. Motivation is a fleeting emotion. Motivation is a fleeting energy in motion. It comes and it goes. But discipline's there when there is no motivation. The analogy I like to use is the electric bike. So the electric reserve on the bike is a motivation, whereas when the electricity runs out, you have to pedal for yourself. Now that's the discipline. When that motivation runs out, are you gonna fucking pedal or are you gonna stay there in one place? Now it's a big decision, and I'm at a crossroads in my life where my health is getting worse and worse by the month, worse and worse by the day, and there's not a lot of risks and not a lot of chances I can really take. And if I'm no more, then it doesn't worry me that I'm no more. It worries me that as a man, my responsibility is to take care and protect what's close to me and what's dear to me, and I'm leaving behind a family who is unstable financially. when I can do something about that problem and I choose not to, that is the most fucking selfish thing I can do. And from a perspective of a guy who has previously had all the tools to advance and become very successful but hasn't, looking back in fucking hindsight, that is the most disgusting, fucking selfish feeling in the world. The feeling of regret is so much worse than the feeling of failure and humiliation. And especially at such a young age, if anyone's watching this, which I don't really expect anyone to, this is purely for my own documentation, but if anyone's watching this and you're young, please don't let the fear of humiliation and failure outweigh your inevitable fear and feeling of regret. It is not even comparable. So the Metamorphosis of Man. I'm currently a fucking caterpillar. I can't fly. I'm not able to see nice places. I'm not able to take my family out on nice trips, treat them nicely, be a real rock and foundation. I'm a fucking caterpillar. I'm a weak caterpillar that just roams the ground eating leaves when I want to be a fucking butterfly, flying free, living free, surrounding myself with other people who are free, making sure my family are free, which is the most important part.
I used to dream this shit. I made it my day today. I go to the cream and shit. Big racks on me, old lady. I don't wanna hear what they're doing. I don't wanna see what it's. They didn't believe in this until I made a way. Yeah, I got the demon chick. She wanna be my old lady. Started seeing this shit. Been living a movie lately. Yeah, but I on my sleeve and shit.
Today I'm gonna go into town. I'm just about to hit a leg day now. All I could do is leg days because of this work procedure. So I'm just spamming leg days every like 3 days. But yeah, I'm going to do leg day. Then after that, I'm gonna go into town and go into Waterstones, pick up a new book because I just finished How to Win Friends and Influence People yesterday. So yeah.
Now every day today, I used to dream this shit. Now it's the day today, yeah. I used to dream this shit. I used to dream this shit. I got the bird's eye view, no way I ain't seeing this shit. I know they heard how I move, I'm on a serious mission. Still right with my intuition. Rookie fool, I gon' miss you. You're already dead if I dissed you. And my campaign won't miss you. You start getting rich, you get ridiculed. No issues, I'm good on the tissue, yeah.
Just a lick in a bitch. Big racks on me, no minimum. War diamonds, my neck full of minerals.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Excuse the noise in the back. There's like a fucking party going on next door. But yesterday I finished How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, and amazing book. I'm trying to read a book a week, so this is like book one basically. But yeah, I really recommend this. Like, it's like a go-to guide in social interactions and like human relations, and especially if you're owning a business or you're going to own a business. So many like negotiation and like leverage and power skills you can use here, and like ultimately the underlying belief of this whole book is just to not be a dickhead and show more interest in the other person than yourself. If you really want people to like you, you need to sympathize with them, show interest in them rather than just talking about yourself. Because I don't know if you realize, but in most conversations, I've noticed this with myself too and a lot of people, it's just a game of like waiting for your time to speak, you know what I mean? So your friend can say, oh yeah, my cat did this, da, 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 talking about his story about his cat, and then like while he's talking, you're not being present, you're just thinking like, oh shit, I have something to say about my cat, oh my cat's gonna do this, so you're just waiting for your fucking turn. It's like a game, waiting for your turn at Uno or something, so you can do your cards. It's the same as like in a conversation, you know what I mean? So it shouldn't be like that. You should be fully present in the other person and make it more about the other person than you. And when it's your turn, and then it's your turn to propose what you have to say, your offer, etc. if it's a business venture. But yeah, really good book. I think I rated it 8.8 out of 10. But yeah, definitely one I'm keeping around just whenever I need to know some principles real quick, or just a little reminder before meetings. But yeah, really recommend it. Yeah, I just want to say real quick, I apologize for how fucking awkward this video and cringe it is at some parts, yeah. I really do apologize. It's my first time doing this shit, and looking back at some of the videos, especially like the middle one, you know, the big, long fucking monologue, is a bit much, but yeah, I appreciate you watching this video. I was just trying to get my point across, like, I'm trying to grow as a person, trying to develop into, like, a free person, provide freedom, and just a good life for myself, you know what I mean? And we only get one shot at it, so if you're watching, hope you enjoy the journey, and hopefully we can look back at the series and see all of the development and improvement that's happened, see all the growth. And if you're watching this somehow, then join in with me. Join the Metamorphosis of Man. Become a fucking butterfly like me. Like I'm going to be, but yeah. Also, I just want to say, in the monologue video, yo, my skin looked fucking terrible. I was just looking back at it, I was like, yo, what the fuck, bro? You look homeless, mate. You've been on the streets or some shit. But, was going through a rough time, fam, so just please leave me alone. And, yeah, wasn't doing too good at the time, so just allow me. It's a part of the growth too, you know what I mean? Bad skin, and we're only leveling up from there. Getting better skin, clear skin, gang, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a process, you know what I mean? So yeah.